guys! Welcome back to the Paranormal Bookshelf. I'm Sarah. I am the operator of the account. If you're new, welcome. And if you are returning, thank you for coming back. So today I am super excited for this live. I'm going to be doing a couple of different things. The first one will be a book haul that I did with the quarantine. Somebody needs to take my card away from me because I am not responsible. And I have a ton of books here that I bought. So I'm going to share those with you and give a couple of shout outs because a lot of them were recommendations from you guys. And I love supporting you guys and reading your reviews and seeing what you guys like. So yeah, that's the first part, and then I'm gonna keep the other two a secret for now. But I'm super excited, so I'm gonna go ahead and get started. Hi Shy. Hi Daydreamer 14. Okay, so the first one is A Court of Thorns and Roses. This one is, I hear it's pretty controversial almost. I either hear that they absolutely love this series or they hated it, or they hated one of the books and not the others. For this one, I'm gonna give a shout out to @BookishAddiction1. She is the one who really made me buy this. I had seen it quite a bit on my feed before that, but she kind of gave me the extra push I needed to finally go ahead and buy it. So I'm very excited to read this one. This will be one of the first ones that I've read in a while that aren't JLA. I've been in a JLA kind of mood and trying to get through all of her books to catch up. So the first three that I have are A Court of Thorns and Roses, the sequel to that, which is A Court of Mist and Fury, and then finally the third installment, I believe, A Court of Wings and Ruin. So those are all three of those. I'm super excited. My friend that recommended it to me, she told me that I had to buy all three at once because I wouldn't want to finish the first one without having the second on hand, which I know that feeling and I would not want to be in that situation. So I went ahead and got all three of them. I have a lot of books that I own and I just haven't read them. The TBR is struggling right now. It's a little packed. But yeah, and also any of the books that were recommended to me by fellow Bookstagrammers, I will post a little snap on my stories after I post the live so that if you guys want to go check them out, you can. So next is from our girl JLA, Wicked. There has been a lot of really fun casting news coming out. They have announced Ren, Ivy, and Tank, and who will be playing them in the movie in Passionflix. So I had to get this because just all of the talk about it, hearing from everybody that loves this series, and I also really don't read a lot of the fae, sort of like sub-paranormal genre, and I really want to read more of that, so I thought who would be better than JLA to introduce me to that. So yeah, this is Wicked. Then I have the sequel as well, which is Torn, and then finally the third and final installment in the trilogy, Brave. So I have all three of those ready to go and lined up. Hopefully I will get to those before the movie comes out. And yeah, I'm very excited to see that. Next is actually a series that I have read, but it's my favorite series, one of my favorites. You can't just pick one, let's be honest. But it's definitely one of my favorites. It's definitely my favorite JLA series. It's The Dark Elements. I have all of the old covers, which are like the white background with the actors on the front. So I finally got the new book covers for that from JLA. This is the first installment, White Hot Kiss. And then we have the second one, Stone Cold Touch. And finally, Every Last Breath. If you have not checked this trilogy out, I highly recommend it. There is a prequel novel as well, Bittersweet Love. If you haven't, Roth, oh my god, if you haven't met Roth, you have to go meet Roth right now. and Layla and Zane, and if you've read the Harbinger series but you haven't looked at this yet, it's really worth it, I promise. How much did you get? How much it was? I think all of the paperbacks, yeah, they run like $9.99, $10 here at least, for us, and then I think I got free shipping with them from Barnes & Noble. So yeah, each of these were $9.99 for the paperback version. I don't think there is a hardback version of them. Okay, so then the next one that I got a few years ago, I was devastated because I lost this book. It was the second one in a trilogy, and I was like so sad because you can't reread it if you're missing the middle one. But that is Sweet Peril, and I also pulled my copy of the first book. This is the second installment of the Sweet Evil series by Wendy Higgins. I love, 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 love this series. It is all about demons. So if you are into the demon sort of paranormal subgenre, it is a paranormal romance. It is a really interesting take on demons, though. It's not your typical what you would see all the time. Do I read ebooks? No, I don't actually. I wish I could. I really do. It would save me a lot of money. I tried reading ebooks for a while. I have a Kindle, and I don't know. I couldn't get into not having the physical copy with me. Sometimes I will read digitally for school because we have like PDF copies of the books, but for my own sort of leisure reading, I don't. But I envy you guys that can, because, I would love to be able to, but I can't. Thank you for the question, though. But yeah, so I got this one to replace the one that I lost, so I feel much better about it now. Okay, so now the last 3 that I have here, these are also recommendations, and like I said, I'll be tagging the ones that recommended these to me so you guys can check them out. I love reading your reviews and just seeing your feed and seeing what you guys are reading, what you're up to, getting ideas for my own page. So, and I think that's what the Bookstagram community is about, so I really, really love that. So the first one that I have is Strange Angels. This is from the Strange Angels series. This one was recommended to me by These Books I Read, all one word, all lowercase. And yeah, I'm super excited to read this. It has a really, really pretty reflective cover. You can see how shiny it is. And it is by Lily St. Croix. I am just, as soon as I saw it, she actually did a video review of it, sort of as a tour of her bookshelf. And I DM'd her and I was like, what is this about? And I just had to get it. So yeah, that's this one. The front little like quote that they have is from Rochelle Mead, who's the author of the Vampire Academy series. It says, "It's dark, dangerous, and sexy. Drew Anderson is a tough new heroine whose story you won't be able to put down." Sounds like a winner to me, honestly. That's everything you want in a book right there. Yeah, I tried, and I just couldn't get into it. I feel like a lot of people are that way, though. You either can get into the ebooks or you just can't. You have to have the physical one. So the next one that I have is Angel Burn. This one, I actually found it because of Book Angel. That's book.angel with 2 L's. And she had this on her feed, and it's actually interesting because I was asking her, I was like, what is the name of the first one again? And she kept telling me it's Angel. And I would go on Barnes & Noble, and there was not one that was just Angel. I was like, are you sure that you're like reading the front of the book right? And actually in the UK, the first one is just Angel, and then here in the United States it's Angel Burn. So there's actually different titles for them. So that's where our little mix-up was happening. But again, another really beautiful book. This one did come in hardcover, which I do typically prefer if I can afford it, just because I feel like they're a little more durable. I tend to be a little rough when I'm reading. I get excited and just start like ripping the book. not ripping it, I would never rip a book, but like bending the spine and everything. So yeah, you can see like the really pretty spine on that. That is by L.A. Weatherly. I did have a little bit of trouble finding this though at first on Barnes & Noble, so you might have to scroll down. It's not one that'll just like pop up at first search, but I'm super, super excited about this one. If you can't tell yet, I have a thing for books about angels, so if you're into that, you should keep track of my page. And then the last one that I have is actually not a paranormal romance at all, which is rare for me. That is usually the genre that I typically like to stay in. But this one is called Corrupt by Penelope Douglas. It is the first in the, I believe it's called the Devil's Night series. This one was recommended to me by hannahs.book.reviews. And yeah, she said it's like really, really dark, and it gets like a little bit morbid at times, which I was like, okay, I can do a little bit of dark and morbid. And then it's also a really, really good dark romance. So I thought that's not necessarily paranormal romance, but it's kind of bordering on that edge of, you know, it's almost paranormal. It has the excitement and action that that genre would have. So that is Corrupt. And this one also came in paperback. I think there was a hardback version, but since this was my first time reading it, I like to get the paperback when I'm not sure if I'll like it or not. Yes, the new release to the Twilight Saga. It's called Midnight Sun, and it is the first book, I believe, but from Edward's point of view. I do want to check that one out really bad. I believe it's coming out in June. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think June, but that's what Midnight Sun is about. And it's, I think she actually released a couple chapters on accident a few years ago. They got leaked, and she said, you know what, I'm not going to publish it. And then obviously it's been quite a hot minute. It's 10 years later, but yeah, so then she finally decided to make that a book. But again, that was Corrupt. Yeah, so that was all for my book haul. That was a ton of books. I had a package coming from Barnes & Noble like at least once a day, which are the best kind of packages to have come in every day, you know? Okay, so for the second thing that I wanted to do, I just wanted to announce that if you didn't see it on my Instagram stories the other day, I did finally figure out how to get the YouTube page up and running. It's the Paranormal Bookshelf. Each word is capitalized and it's all one word together. And on that page, basically all I'll be posting is I have all 4 of the previous lives on there labeled. So if you just really loved any of my last lives and you're like, man, that was a good one, I just want to see it again, you can do that. You can pause it, have a snack, you can sit and chill out. The great thing with that one is you can pause it. You don't have to listen to my voice constantly for a half an hour or so. The other thing is, if you are new to my channel and you really wanted to catch up on the lives that I've done previously, or just see kind of what I do and what my style is, you can check those out. Or if I did something in my book haul, or sometimes I do merch hauls, bookish merch, and you wanted to see what store it was from or what book or account, what have you, you can go back and kind of click through there and find it really fast. So this one will be on there today or tomorrow. The main reason I made the YouTube page is because Instagram doesn't allow you to save lives as highlights, so you guys only had 24 hours to see them, and I know a lot of you are working right now, which, by the way, if you guys are essential workers and you're out right now, whether you be in the healthcare field, you're working at the grocery store, whatever, thank you for your work. And if you are at home in quarantine right now, thank you for staying home, because you're helping get this done faster. But yeah, so that's what the live will be for. This one will be on either today or tomorrow, and any future ones I do will be on there. So if you subscribe, I think you get a notification if you click the little bell icon. But yeah. Okay, so for my last announcement, this is what I was so excited about. I'm literally like Oh, I have been waiting so long to announce this to you, but I had to make sure some things were in order first before I announced it. So I have mentioned in my last couple of lives that I really, really, really wanted to do a giveaway. And I was A, unsure of what I wanted to give away, and B, I was unsure of like when I should do it. And then the other day I noticed that I have 210 followers on this account, which that's amazing to me. I really don't pay attention to follower count. It's not something that like really matters to me. I love you all, whether I have 10 of you or 500 of you. But that meant a lot to me to see how much I've grown since I haven't had my account up really long. And I've connected with so many of you and talked to you and gotten to know your own personal lives, your book preferences and things like that. So I was just really, really honored to see that, and I was super excited, and I was like, this is it. This is when I'm going to do my giveaway to celebrate 200 followers. So thank you guys. Okay, so for the giveaway, if you have been looking at JLA's feed lately, Jennifer L. Armentrout, she has put up signed copies of From Blood and Ash in the JLA shop, and unfortunately in a lot of the comments I see that you guys either can't get the book because of shipping or what's going on right now. It's like not going where you live, or you don't have the money right now because of, COVID, you're on laid off at work or whatever it is, or you just don't have the money right now. And that made me really sad that you guys like can't get your hands on this book. Anytime that somebody can't read what they want to read, obviously I want to help out in any way I can. So I do have a signed copy of From Blood and Ash on its way to my house, and that is what I will be doing for my 200 follower giveaway. Like I said, it is signed. It's a paperback. It will be open internationally, so all of you international friends, I saw that I think Australia, you guys can't get it right now. I'm going to try my hardest to get it wherever you are. It might take me a hot second, but I'm going to try to get it where you are. But I'm going to leave it open for 1 week starting today, and I'm going to be posting the little thing where you can enter on my page as soon as I am done here at posting this live. And yeah, I'm so excited about it. I'm so excited to see who wins. I'm excited to just connect with all of you over the book. But yeah, so that's what I plan on doing, and I'm super, super excited. So it'll end 1 week from today, which will be next Tuesday. And yeah, so I've been super excited to announce that to you guys. Oh, Nigeria, that's so cool. I love so much that I have followers not just like across the country, which is cool in itself, that like so many states I've talked to you from all across the country, but I have so many of you that are from just like globally, like around the world, and I think that's awesome. Like I have talked to some of you who are from Europe. I have some of you that are coming from South America, Nigeria. That's awesome. I love connecting with each and every one of you, and I just think that's so cool that this is like a community where we can all connect with each other at that distance, and we can talk about something that connects all of us no matter where you're at. So with that, I am going to end today's live. Thank you so much for joining me. I am going to get that posted today, so watch out for that so that you can enter for your chance to win. I'm going to set it up so that you have up to 3 entries to win, and then like I said, next Tuesday I'll be announcing the winner. Thank you guys so much for joining me, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Love always, guys. Bye!